Well, generative AI technology has seen the biggest growth this year, infiltrating everyday apps, software, and businesses. And the retail space is in need of these innovations as well. Our next guest says that customer satisfaction is at a 17-year low. And despite technological advancements, call centers and retailers are stuck with legacy FAQ bots. Now, Airkit.ai set out to change the retail space with the launch of its latest AI product, which will update the customer experience, making it faster, more intelligent, and seamless. Let's bring in Airkit.ai co-founder and CEO Stephen Ehikian to discuss how AI is innovating the retail space. Thank you for joining us this morning. So, talk about what made you decide to focus on this aspect of it? I know a lot of us sort of have a lot of frustration with a lot of these sort of customer service bots. What can Airkit do differently?
Rachelle, thank you for having me. I think you said it. The problem we're solving is very relatable. It's frustrating customer experiences. And we started this company 5 years ago to help every business launch just incredible customer experiences. And selfishly, as consumers of products, we think of what's the ideal experience we want to have and work backwards to help companies launch those experiences. So the opportunity with generative AI, we're launching Airkit.ai for commerce. This is really leveraging the AI agent technology to help service teams really exceed their customers' expectations in very helpful and unexpected ways.
So talk about some of the clients that you work with here and really the expectations for how much this is going to impact their bottom line by really making this a more seamless experience.
Yeah, so let me kind of give you a sense of where the state of the world is today. So major retailers and e-commerce brands are using what we call FAQ bots. Their goal of these bots is really to deflect the customer from kind of an expensive channel like a live voice into a digital experience like a help center article. This deflection doesn't actually resolve the customer's needs. We've all had it. You call in, the company says you can actually resolve this by going to www.x.com, and it's an obstacle to resolving your issue. What Airkit.ai for commerce is focused on is resolutions. It's in the context of a conversation. You can return an order, you can change subscription, you can change your address, you can get a product recommendation. I think the beauty that we saw with ChatGPT immediately was how fast of a response you can get. Obviously, write me a poem, it writes you a poem. But now imagine a world that you're able to have a conversation with a brand and you say, I need to make a return. I need to look at my loyalty points. I'm looking for a specific type of product. What recommendations you have, and having it resolved on the spot. So when you think of the outcomes we're driving towards is 90% resolutions with our customers. So instead of having to deflect it and then try to resolve it yourself, you're able to resolve it on the spot. Rachelle, the other benefit is by resolving immediately, you eliminate the follow-on tickets that usually are created within companies. So typically with our customers, if things aren't resolved immediately, customers will email you in. They'll try to call you 3 to 4 times until it's resolved. So that's eliminated upfront.
So talk about how you're training these AI models. I know that does tend to be something of an issue, something also that regulators are looking at in terms of data that's being used to train some of these AI models. How does Airkit go about that, and perhaps without stepping on the toes that would draw the ire of regulators?
Well, there's 3 key components of our use of AI, and we really try to replicate what the ideal customer service representative is able to do. And if you think of the best service experience you've ever had, that representative is able to provide context to the interaction. They have a sense of your order history, your communication, your preferences. They can make recommendations. These representatives also have knowledge of the company business policies, when to give a refund, when to provide a discount, how to treat in different situations a VIP customer versus a first-time user. And these representatives also have access to all the core systems of a business. And you talk to retailers and e-commerce brands today, they have on average 12 different systems they have to interact with. So Airkit.ai for commerce, what we're doing is actually train the models on your business policies automatically by looking at past interactions and any written documentation you have. We're also able to get context by looking into your core systems to understand the history of the customer communications. And we're actually able to resolve issues on the spot, leveraging our pre-built one-click integrations into your core systems. So that kind of the combination of the integrations plus your business policies plus knowledge and insight of your previous interactions is really how we're leveraging generative AI today.
And we're certainly still in the earliest days of generative AI. Where do you see the customer service experience going from here? As some of these LLMs, they do learn more about how we are. What does the future look like then for customer service, you think?
Well, we think about this a lot of like the customer journey, and historically, the interactions between marketing, sales, and service has been very siloed. And they've kind of developed over time based on the departments and the structure of the organization. You think of the opportunity with generative AI, it's to really break down those silos between the departments. And what is a great service experience? Well, a service experience is resolving your immediate issue, but it's also giving you understanding and education of what else is available in that brand. So really think by starting in service, we're getting an entry point into every business, but also an ability to kind of expand beyond just service. And as you think about sales and marketing, to kind of create that perfect continuous journey from start to finish. And I think that's what we're going to start seeing in the future, which is kind of breaking down the silos between the departments of marketing, sales, and service.
What about people who are just not comfortable with sharing that sort of personal information with AI? Some of the risks that could potentially be involved, and for some people who just want to actually just talk to a human being and see this as just one more layer that they have to sort of get through in order to resolve some of their issues, because not everyone is comfortable with the technology.
It's a great point, and it's a completely opt-in. At any moment in time, you can always escalate to a live individual. So this is, if you feel comfortable, just as you start using like ChatGPT the first time, it may be a little more robotic. As you start using it, individuals get comfortable at different paces. So it's a completely opt-in model. At any point in time, you can always escalate to a live person. So it's really up to the consumer to decide how they want to interact with the brand. The key is they can interact with the brand across really any channel, whether it's on the website, it's on your mobile device, on a text message. That is up to the consumer's preferences, but they should be able to have a consistent experience no matter where they are.
Certainly interesting. I love to see this development of customer service. Obviously, a lot of people still pressing zero on their phone and still want to speak to a person, but at least another option on the table for those that would perhaps prefer not to talk to somebody. So appreciate you joining us this morning. A big thank you there to Airkit AI co-founder and CEO Steve Ehikian. Thank you so much.